Hello! Welcome back to another video, where here you will see my first attempt at a Pokemon fusion between Umbreon and Aggron. Here I've got some cool little paint pens that I will be experimenting with today. We've got yellow, red, white, black, and gray. A couple of different types of gray. Here is my reference image that I sketched up really quickly. I'm going to be starting with that light gray you see there. Here I am, taking the cap off and getting started on mapping out those areas. As you can see, I am putting the gray on all of the other areas where that gray is necessary. After experimenting a little bit, I decided to map out where all of the colors are going to be. So here you can see me putting the yellow on where all the yellow areas are going to be, as well as the white areas, and the red areas. Now with everything marked, I'm going to be taking that gray pen again and filling in the rest of that area. After a lot of coloring, we have the white areas being filled in next. After that nice satisfying pen pop, we are now filling in all of the yellow areas as well. After that dissatisfying pen pop, I actually realized while I was coloring this that maybe dark gray was not the way to go. Now it didn't help that I had used my dark gray pen so much that it actually dried out. So here I am making the executive decision to just kind of go all black, which is what Umbreon is anyway, so it ends up looking pretty darn good. As you can see here, that black really made it pop so much more. And here I'm actually going to be taking some acrylic paint because that light gray pen that I had just wasn't dark enough. You can see me going in here and just covering up all of those light gray areas. Next, I recovered the eyes in some red paint pen, as you can see here, just kind of brightening it up and finishing up the yellow on the head. Because there is no Umbreon without at least the headpiece, you know what I'm saying? Yes? No? I don't know. Starting to finish off the paint job here with a little manicure for our Aggron figure. We can't forget about the pupils either, because how else is he going to be able to see? But here we are, with a finished paint job. Came out pretty good. The black pops so much better. Now that Aggron is painted, it is time to get started on the base. I had to flip my dirty mat from the painting side, because you see, it's gross. But here I've got some ultralight, where I'm going to flatten that out into a circle to start on the base. After flattening a circle, here I am fitting the Aggron to its base and making some imprints. Next, putting in the oven. Kinda sorta.
So it looked like I put this in the oven, but I actually flash cured it, and also I off camera put this around it just to kind of give it more of a flat surface.
Here I am squishing and molding some clay to start on the rock texture tiles. I'm just going to take some of that clay and spread it little by little, keeping it flat as much as possible so that I'm not adding too much volume, especially when it comes to the pre-made feet prints. Here I am taking this cute little rock and putting in that tile rocky texture that I was looking for. Can't forget to put in that tile texture with that scoring tool that I have. Now with the tiles in place, I'm taking that rock again and adding that texture back in. Get ready for some annoying ASMR. Lovely, huh? Anyways, getting back to the project, now I'm taking a silicone shaper tool to put those lines back in the tiles after re-adding the texture from before. Finally, after all that texturing and tiling is done, we are now going to dry fit our Aggron back on just to make sure that he still fits on there.
So I may have already started sculpting the bit. No!
I may have done a little bit of work off camera, but here we are doing another fit just to make sure it still looks good. And in this next clip, you'll see that I actually pre-drilled some holes and I twisted a thin piece of wire so that the clay would cling to it really well.
Let's see. Oh no! Okay. My god. Oh, why is there so much glue coming out?
That glue really did not want to cooperate with me, but here I am showing it off and putting in the rest of the wires for the rest of the I don't know if I call them smoke or energy tentacles, I guess. Whoop, bam! Base is done and ready for detailing. Agrion is looking good. And now I'm going to be taking a lot of little, I still don't know what to call them, a bunch of rolls, thin rolls, where I'm going to simultaneously put them all the way up the tentacles to kind of give it a mystical, smoky look to it. Tappy tappy, and boom! Look at that, all done. Quickly took a silicone shaper as well as a nice thick brush to give it a little bit more texture so it's not so flat. Then went ahead and baked it. I went ahead and primed it all black off camera. And here I am taking a dark gray and dry brushing it.
It was so worth the texturing. Look how nice it comes out.
Throughout this, you can actually hear the excitement in my voice. I was so excited for how this was coming out with all of the details I put in before. It was just, I was ecstatic.
Oh, that looks cool. Oh, that looks... Oh, God. My research has not been for nothing.
As you could hear, I was very ecstatic. But here I am taking these two different types of purples, and I'm actually going to start coloring the tentacle energy fields, I guess.
Ah, fresh paint pen.
God, there was so much stuff in this project that was just so satisfying and exciting.
This thing is coming out so cool. Oh god, okay.
It just kept getting more and more satisfying and exciting. Here you can see me using the light purple to give it more dimension on those energy tentacles.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Alright, paint job is all done and now I am securing our figure onto the final base. Dabbing a little bit of Superglue here and there and all of the already pre-made footprints and just kind of squishing him in there. After gluing him on, I went ahead and grabbed some foam and made a little friction resisting thing on the bottom so it doesn't slide so easily, and I signed it actually. But yeah, that's us all done here and onto the final pictures. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed this weird yet fun journey it was to make this.